Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Fields and Skylines, and today we are playing the Valley of the Old Farm Billionaire series on FS22. When I am recording this, we are 1 day away from the release of FS25, and I cannot wait. Um, I am excited about it. We have moved into October. First, let's take a quick look at the financials of the farm. We scroll all the way to the top. We spent 25 grand on new vehicles. We bought a milk trailer because we are getting to the point where we need more milk delivered. Um, we have $100 worth of construction costs. I don't remember what we built for $100, but it might come back to me. We had a land purchase of that soybean field, which is awesome. Uh, we didn't repair any vehicles. We'll have to get to that here soon, but we need to make some money. It's October. Or it's November, so that means we should be having to, or we're in October, sorry. So we should have some soybeans to harvest, but let's get back to financials before we get to that. As you can see, the property maintenance, property production and costs right there, almost just over $3,000. Our sold products at $133,000. We sold cheese, butter, aged cheese, um, eggs, and stuff like that. We have harvest income from contracts, 5,000. Contract income at almost 20 grand. So we spent almost 4,300. We spent over $4,300 in wage payments. Miscellaneous, that's like your environmental score, money minus anything you might buy from the store that doesn't fit into one of these categories. And at the end of the day, we ended up making about $18,000, and that gives us, well, here it says we have 25,397, which is right, but really when the month started, we had $26,594. It was a good growth month. We bought new land. If we take a look at the map here, we bought 71 so that we could have a bunch of soybeans to harvest. Um, and then we are going to take all those soybeans over to the fuel refinery, which I am going to visit real quick and see if we have enough olives here that we can start. Yeah, I think we can turn the olives on. We're starting electrical charge, so I am going to set it to sell. Um, that will sell here at the top of the hour. We will turn on the olives, and like I said, we will be bringing soybeans over. Um, Soybeans will give us a little less pig food, a little bit more compost, a little less diesel. So the olives are really a better thing here, but we really don't have a lot of them. But the soybeans will keep it going. We're probably going to need to buy some pig food this month for the pigs, but we'll worry about that when we get there. Let's head back home. Go back in the house. Well, we don't need to go back in the house. It's 7 in the morning. I am going to speed up time just a little bit, but let's take a look. We know what we have to do, harvesting of at least our 2 soybean fields. I don't know when they planted in the field we just bought. Weather is looking good, no rain, so we should be able to harvest all day. If we look at cows, we have to sell. So we do have some cows to sell. We're going to sell the 23-month-olds and the 24-month-olds. And instead of buying like 15 and 15, we're going to try to get them all in the same hour so they combine into one, if I can do that. But we have some 23-month-olds and some 24-month-olds, so they're at the peak of when they can be sold. I wish I could get a bigger cow transport, but right now we can't afford it. Contracts, we have a cultivating contract, which we might pick up. Again, there's some harvesting. These will all flip once it changes time a little bit later. I want to go through and see that everything is still blue. Turn off anything that's red. Solid fert is red. We'll keep baking the liquid fert. We should have some grapes to sell this month. And of course, we have to feed all our animals like normal. Um, so I think I'm going to do a quick jump cut, and we're going to take care of getting the animals fed, milk picked up, cows flipped, all sorts of stuff like that. So hang on. I'll be back here in a little bit once all of that is done so that we can kick off our harvest. All right, so that took a little longer than I expected, that jump cut. For you guys watching at home, it didn't take anything, but as you can see, it's now 9 in the morning. As I was feeding the animals, mainly the cows, I realized we had a slurry problem. So we needed to buy the urea plant, which was $90,000 we didn't have. So I ended up selling everything I could get my hands on. Well, no, I take that back. I ended up selling everything we should be selling this month. And so far, I have everything sold except for the melons. As you can see where we're at, I already did buy the urea plant, and it's already processing slurry. So if we go down here and take a look, it's going. We moved a bunch of slurry there, which also took quite some time. Um, but yeah, I mean, I even put slurry into our fertilizer maker, wherever it is. I think I passed it. Oh, I have some apples I have to sell too. But yeah, I filled this up almost all the way with slurry. And this thing is working hard. So we're going to be selling some liquid fert here soon as well. But if we look at the cows, I mean, pigs still have almost 8,000 liters of slurry, and the cows have still almost 58,000 liters. So we did move a bunch of it. I left that little bit there to take care of the home brew. But now we are time to get on with the harvest. Soybeans don't leave a straw path, so won't need to do that at all. So we have 3 fields to do. All 3 of them will take some time, and all of the beans are going to go right to the fuel refinery. And if they can't fit at the fuel refinery, we'll dump them at the fuel refinery in the silo there. I don't know what we'll get for yield. We also have to herbicide. So this will probably be a 2-episode video. We have to herbicide our barley fields, as well as we have 2 grass contracts, which we'll probably knock out in the next video as well. They're pretty big. They're like $30-some thousand worth of contracts. So yeah, one's a silage, one's a hay, a lot of hay. We'll probably have a lot of hay left over, which is always good. We may even sell some of the hay this time through. So yes, we're doing good. What are we going to do in the winter months? Well, kind of let on. We bought field 115. We're going to do some logging. We're going to cut down a bunch of trees. We're going to get them loaded up, and we're going to sell them. We might even buy the sawmill if the money's there. But really what we want to do is clear lot 115 on both sides as best as we can. We might have to rent out some equipment to take care of tree stumps and whatnot. So yeah, but yeah, we're going to be taking care of that. As you can see, we have a lot of silage in the fields we need to pick up at some point as well. Probably before we do those contracts, because we'll hit the bale with it, I'm sure. Yield on this field, I don't know where it should be. Yellow's kind of where I'm expecting. We'll check the numbers on this field once we are done harvesting. But yeah, we're in pretty good shape financially, because next month after we sell everything, we should be able to afford the tree cutter and the log grapple for the tractor, and we should be able to afford a truck as well, so to move the logs. So yeah, that's kind of the plan for the winter months. Get that field as cleared as possible. Get it opened up for some hops I want to put in there. I want to get some more gardens, possibly like some other types of gardens going, for like potatoes or onions or something like that. We'll see what we can afford and fit, things like that. But that is my plan. But with that, I think what we're going to do now is hit a time lapse of harvesting. And these fields will need to get mulched and stuff, but we do have some time to get that work done. It doesn't need to be done until, well, in the case of these fields, April, I believe soybeans go in, so we have time on these 3 fields to do that. We also have to find some fields we might want to plant in other crops like sunflowers, so we can use sunflower oil. And we can have sunflower oil, maybe we can do some mayonnaise. Although if we buy an oil plant, we may lose our or olive distribution to where we want it to go. We'll have to double check how it distributes the olives after that. But at the end of the day, that is kind of where I think we can profit next, is with the mayonnaise. The fuel is going good. We'll have plenty of soybeans to power the fuel refinery for a while, as well as with the olives. We're going to start having more grapes, which is a problem. We'll have to figure out what to do with those. We may have to just fill up the grape and apple processor and buy a smaller one, and put it over there on that property where the current juicer is, just to be able to take care of all of what we have. I still want to get rid of those trees and put in the 2 rows of the other ones. I think that'd be more efficient. It's still the plan once they run out of water, but they don't seem to be running out of water anytime soon. So yeah, so I will kick off a time lapse right now. But before I do, I just want to say, this is coming out on a Tuesday, the day FS25 launches. I'll probably try to make some FS25 videos. They're probably going to be like learn with me type videos, because there's like a new interface, a bunch of new features and stuff like that. So there probably won't be a Let's Play out of 25 for a while. And also, if you want to see my FS25 content, or be notified about it anyways, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, and as always, then you will get my content. You'll get notification of my content, new content. So please subscribe if you think that would be useful for you. And with that, I will see you once this time lapse is done. Harvest done. So we have um, all of our harvesting done for the year, unless we do contracts, which we might. I have the tractor and trailer from industrial area coming over to pick up all of our soybeans. We ended up somewhere around 70,000 ish, 70 some thousand soybeans. I think I have a plan for how I want to expand. The goal before April is $222,000. I believe that's how much it's going to cost. Let me start filling some soybeans in here. Soybeans, 73,755. And that's all going to go to the heating plant. So if we take a look here at the map, we can combine 70 and 71 into one field, and that's 202,000. And if we can do that by April, that field then becomes 2.5 plus 1.5, which equals about 4, a little bit more than 4, which would make it then about the same size as this field. And then if we could ever afford this one, which is 221, which I don't think we'll be able to afford by April, we could then combine all 3 of these into one big field, which would be super big field for us, and make things just so much easier. So that is the first plan. The next plan is to probably in November, we're going to sell cheese and stuff like that, and everything that we normally sell. We have a bunch of silage we have to sell. But we're not going to be in November. We have in October, we have, in our next episode, we're going to spray herbicide. We are, I haven't accepted this contract yet, which I am doing right now, but we are going to do field 86, field 3, That's 37,000 worth of baling. I don't know if I'm going to pick up the cultivating. Right now, there's no harvesting I want to do. So, um, like maybe this, but I don't think I want to do that little bit of cotton. So we'll see what else pops up as time ticks away. But these two, I definitely going to do next. And then we, of course, have to put herbicide on um, field 52 and field 61. And like I said, I think 61 will eventually become a second area for cows, maybe, you know, beef cattle, milkers. In here we'll have to do some landscaping. We'll have to put another sheep in here and another chicken over here. So we still have room to expand that. And then over here, once we take these trees down, I want to put in hops or some other gardens, take a bunch of these trees down, kind of get this nice in here, nice and good. And then we can put in like a pancake production, or we can put in all sorts of things in here, like other productions or things like that. Um, I think that would be a great start to expansion area. So that is the plan going forward. Let me know down in the comments what you think of that plan. Hopefully it is going to work out for us. We do need to find a place to put some sunflowers and stuff. And I was like, we got fields here. We could possibly get, I just don't know where the money is. These are smaller fields like 74 and 72. So maybe we could pick up that big field, some smaller fields, and go with that. I don't know. I don't know where we'll be financially when we're done, because when we sell all that silage, some other things. So when we sell that silage, we'll have a lot of money. But what I want to do is I want to upgrade our trailer. We need a push out trailer instead of a dump. Something like one of these two. And maybe even just get bigger. And the reason why we need this is because tipping into our silo is problematic. I'd love to be able at some point get semis on that with the bottom dump, but that's one thing I want to upgrade. Another thing I want to upgrade is if we do upgrade that that field, we are going to want to get this Superflex 13 meter header, which is 89 grand. So that's something we'll put in the budget as well. So there's kind of some of the stuff we have budget needs for. As always, all supplies, things like that, production growth, that new trailer. And then I'm thinking maybe some sort of better way to sell things. I don't know if any of this stuff is auto load, sliding curtain. I don't think any of this stuff is auto load. So, but we got to find something to help make selling quicker. I don't know what that is, what that solution is yet. That's something I'm going to have to find. So, with that, though, I am going to call this an episode. I'm going to say thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up so others can find it. Comment down below on your thoughts on this series, things for FS25, anything down below. Love to hear your thoughts. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't, so you can get notified when my new content comes out. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And until next time, goodbye.